$1 million even.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football, as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory. So they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. You look at this Raiders defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And he used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Broncos, it's 7-3 now on the year. And they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 8th play in this opening drive coming up. This is third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Down to about the 32.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Second and 10.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Roberson, despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
49 yards.
Number 6. A 49-yard gain on the play. First down, Las Vegas.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, Roberson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. When you look at this Bronco defense,
well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 completion to incompletion. They're going for more.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
They begin the drive with Williams.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 66 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Peters.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here's Powell.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? Think about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
On first down, Peters.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Broncos first down.
First down, here's Mitchell.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 13-yard line.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Raiders.
They'll run on first down. Roberson. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Roberson. He'll get a yard. That's all as as they get him down at the 28. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Well, getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos first down as they get fouled there on 3rd and 2.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They give it to Williams, running right. 20! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Williams trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Williams.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Marr now to add the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They start this with a run for Powell.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action.
Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Roberson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Now a give, right side. Roberson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Roberson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, Roberson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 29 yards.
They'll run on first down. And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down.
Up the middle they go.
Roberson.
And he only manages loses a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
The busy night continues for Williams.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 148 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left.
On a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here we go.
Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Roberson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle.
Roberson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 3rd down,
Roberson.
call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
They juked him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week, and well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here, and they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Broncos! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Broncos add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles, that they're not content being up by this margin. They probably want more.
And if they do go and get more, oh, look out. At that point, let's just aim the camera for the post-game handshake, because that one might be a little bit on the tense side, the way that this one is turning out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 12.
60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Peters.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go with Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run it again with Williams.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Marr on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.